and welcome to the Tabletop Games blog unboxing video. Today we're looking at Epic Mechs by Gamelyn Games. It's a 1 to 4 player action programming, action selection type of game. Lasts anything from 45 minutes to 60 minutes. Age rating I think it's 14 plus, but it's I'd say probably a rating out of 3 out of 5. It comes in a lovely small box, so you can see against my hand. It's not that large, so it should be relatively easily transportable, and it certainly should be a lot of fun. I've seen a few playthroughs, but I don't know all the rules in detail. All I want to show you here is really what comes in this amazing box. So on the back we have all the description, the age rating, the time, and the player count, the time and the age rating, and all the contents and everything, all the usual stuff. So have a look inside. First of all, I'm going to show you the inside lid, which has a lovely graphic, so it makes a nice backdrop if you're playing that maybe. And then we have the rulebook. It's relatively thin, so there's not too much to it. Got the components listed at the front, the overview of the different cards, what they all mean, what they're all called, and then the setup. Lots of illustrations giving you a good idea of how to set it up, the overview, and then the different phases of the gameplay, movement and all those sort of things, the actions. There's quite a lot of text in here, so I think there'll be a few things you have to remember, but I guess once you start playing it a couple of times it's straightforward. And as I said, it's a 1 to 4 player game, so yes, there is a solo mode. So for solo players this is really good news. I haven't played it myself, as I say, at all, and I haven't actually seen any solo playthroughs either, so I don't know how good or bad this solo mode is, but certainly nice to have it. And on the back of the rulebook is just the credits. Then we have here in a lovely bag some puncher's tokens and some wooden tokens. I'm going to get to those later. Then here I guess are all the various components you need on the game board. You got, I guess, is that the first player token? I don't know. Mechs and all that. More components here, and these are the mech suits. So little meeples will eventually have their own suit to go into, and then they can attach bits to that, weapons and things, all in this bag. A deck of, is it cards? Yeah, quite thin, so they're not tiles in that sense. And then you can look at those, another deck of cards. And then finally what looks like the actual player boards. And then here got some little thing printed. I thought it was a sheet, but it's actually printed into the base of the box, some frequently asked questions. So that might be useful again to keep out during gameplay. Let me also add that I've actually Kickstarter the deluxe edition of this game, so some of these components will be upgraded compared to the base game. But let's look at the punch out cards. Punch out really easily. Yeah, might as well punch them out now, as before them. And they are lovely thick card. So you can zoom into this. Yes, they've got a thin finish, you can sort of see that. Nice thickness. Really nice, definitely. Then moving on to what else is in here. Let's have a look. So we have a quick reference guide. What is this? Ooh. There you go, mini expansion. That's what this is for. There you go, the loot box. So that's what I punched out just now. And then some additional player cards, I'm not sure. So this has to do with the mini expansions by the look of it. Then we can look at the cards. So here's one deck. I don't know what the ad hoc mode is specifically. Attack disabled for 1 turn. Oh, there you go. And these look like all the programming cards. So in your game you're basically putting out so many cards to define the actions you want to do in order. You obviously do that secretly, all players do that at the same time, and when everyone's ready you will reveal one by one your first action and all the way through. and then do that. So you have to sort of predict what do you think your opponents will be doing, so you can sort of counteract it or work around it. The cards themselves are a good thickness, very nice. Well, I don't know whether this, yeah, I suppose this is linen finish, but it's actually quite smooth and shiny. And then we have another set of cards, and these look like items you can buy to increase your power and maybe add to your mech suit. I think the idea is that some things you can use when you are just the little meeple. I think some you need to equip to your mech. And then there are these different areas. So I think these are the tiles that you lay out the basically the arena for different things there. As I say, I will read the rules. And then these are double-sided. Also there's a score track here, a round counter, and then looks like there's a different players. I think they're double-sided, so you have, if you show on this one once you're in the mech. Oh no, there's both in the mech. Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. So this one is in the mech, or just the person. So let's see why this is different. I'm not sure. So these are different player mats, and then we have the solo mode, pilot guide, and then I guess the sort of standard player mat on the back. And then moving on to additional, actually I was showing earlier, in the same back as the mini expansion are these little wooden tokens. Screen printed or something. Tiny, but very pretty. And then, as I say, we have additional components that gets all of these out. So we have the main mech suit. I think that's sort of what you're aiming to get, and you open it up, you can put yourself in there. And then you got your meeples, and then the suit for the meeple to go into. Again, I think that opens up. There you go. I'm going to open up now. These are all plastic. They feel a little bit flimsy, but you know, you can't do the mech suits in wood, I don't think. It would be quite difficult. So I presume they did the meeples in plastic at the same time, just to reduce production costs. But you know, there's one for each color. Very nice, very detailed. And then there's a huge bag of wooden tokens. I'm not going to get them all out, but they're all, you know, printed, and these are proper wooden tokens. They feel nice. I prefer the sort of wooden feel of components if where possible, because for this game that probably isn't quite suitable. And then finally, what probably is the most exciting bit, all these different weapons and things you can equip your mech with. And literally you can attach these, like in all this sort of Tiny Epic games, attach these literally to your meeple, and then let's see if I can zoom into that a bit better. There you go. You've got your little gun there, and another gun. So there you go. You can really do lots of fun things with it. And yeah, I mean, if you look at it again, you've got loads of different ones, really sort of flimsy ones, the crossbow to heavy duty guns and things, loads of different ones. I mean, there's more in the bag and all that, but that should keep you busy. So yeah, this was Tiny Epic Mechs, the unboxing video by Gamelyn Games. I'm really looking forward to playing this. I kickstarted that, well, it feels like ages ago now, as Kickstarters tend to, but I'm really looking forward to playing this, especially with my games group as well. I think we'll just love the idea of, you know, beating each other up. And as I say, the trick of this sort of pre-programming your steps is going to be exciting, because you have to sort of think what the other player might be doing in the next few steps, and not just one other player, but all the other players. And depending on where you are in the turn order, you know, your action will be happening at a certain time. So I think this adds a really interesting level, so I can't wait to try it out and see how it plays. But that's really all from me. As always, please subscribe, like and comment below. Really very much appreciate if you can do. Also check out the links in the description to my Patreon and Ko-fi page if you want to support me, and my obviously blog and Twitter feeds and everything is in there. But that's all. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you again soon.